Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
It's Alexa Ray.
And well, I don't know. We decided on a spur of the moment just to drive to Miami at 4:30 a.m., 5 o'clock. And we're now just walking the streets and we're gonna go see the sunrise.
You know how this gon' go down when you come.
Oh, baby, I need you now. I need you now. I need you now.
Okay, first things first is let me explain what happened. So, well, I went tailgating at my school and then I came home to do cheer things for the team I coach. And then me and my friend Cass decided we wanted to go to an after party back over at FAU. So we drove 30 minutes there just for us to get there, and the cops already shutting it down. So we're like, great. So we sit in our car for an hour waiting to figure out what's going on. And my friend gave me this address of a new house. So we drove over to that new house, and it's pretty chill. There's not a lot of people there, but they're all like socially happy and like, you know, getting lit that way, you know? And I kind of was like a little bored. I was about to clear it, but then my friend Andrew convinced me to stay and say, well, let's go somewhere else. But we all got kicked out of that house anyway because the owners just want everyone to leave. So we left, and then we went back to school just for us to get kicked out of the dorms, for us to go to Andrew's clubhouse. And at the clubhouse, we did like things like playing poker or Texas Hold'em or even pool. And then we even watched this wonderful guy named Andrew, another Andrew, play the piano. He was really talented. He could play anything if he hears the music, even if he never even listened to the song before. All he has to do is listen for a little bit and he can play it perfectly. It's like he's a wizard, and I just didn't understand, and it was like awesome. And then Andrew, another Andrew, there's too many Andrews, but my friend Andrew, who I personally knew, I didn't know the piano Andrew, he just like randomly showed up, but my friend Andrew, he goes, let's go to Miami. And by this time, it's 4 a.m. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Like, we're not going to Miami. Like, why would we go to freaking Miami at 4 a.m.? Like, what's the point, right? There's nothing to do. And he's like, of course there's things to do. Miami's just awake at 4 a.m. And I'm like, what? And he's like, come on, let's go. Like, live in the life. Like, live on the edge. And I'm like, fine, but I'm not driving because, not happening. I'm not driving to freaking Miami. That's like an hour and a half drive. And that's gas, which equals money, which also equals miles on my car. And that's just a no-no for me. So he said, I'll take you. So we did this whole process of going back to my house, dropping my car off, meeting them at the promenade, then getting in the car, and then driving to Miami. So we drive to Miami, and we get there around like 5:30, almost 6 a.m. For some reason, we decided to go to Miami. And we do really stupid things like jumping into a fountain. Like, who would do that? He did. And then we saw stupid things, or we saw weird things. We saw really weird things. We go on top of this parking garage, which was actually really pretty. Like, we walked out and it was all open. It was beautiful. Apparently it leads to a penthouse that Andrew knew the guy of. And we're just standing there watching Miami at night with all the lights up on all the buildings, and all the, like, there was this one building that like flashed good morning on the side of it. Half the buildings were like in pink and blue like lights. It was like really pretty just to watch the scenery of all these buildings like under lights, and it was really amazing to see. It was gorgeous. And then the guys, or a couple of the guys, decided they wanted to climb over the barbed wire wired fence thing and sit on the edge of the parking garage.
I gotta finish. I'm gonna
What this? No, you're wobbling. So you're the What this? This is crazy. Oh, what the fuck, man?
Honestly, they like living life on the edge and like wanting to die, but you know, it's all right for me. Like I wasn't gonna do it. They could have. No. And then the sun started coming up, and we're like, shit, let's go over to the beach and watch the sunrise. So we were at the beach for about an hour and a half. We didn't leave the beach until like 9:45-ish. And then we drove home and we stopped at my friend Jack's house and we just stayed there for a little. I probably fell asleep on the couch for about like 2 hours. And around noon I asked to leave. And I got home around 1 in the afternoon and took 1 hour of sleep and had to go to a movie with my mom. So in a total I was running on at least 3 hours of sleep, and then I slept for 13 hours straight. And I had a great 13-hour sleep. It was awesome. But that was my random spur of the moment trip to Miami with my friends, and it was very interesting. I had a lot of fun even though I was tired. and pulling all-nighters is really, really hard, especially when I love my sleep. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button and like and comment, and I hope you subscribe. So I'll upload on Mondays. Bye, guys.